mountainside, cold, fresh air, and the beautiful looking Suzuki V-Strom DE. This is the new V-Strom from Suzuki. It's a parallel twin this time, not a V-twin anymore, but I have to say it's a thing that you need to try, because this bike feels very good so far on twisties. It's more of a tourer, and it's super precise and it's relaxed riding position with lots of torque and a nice throttle response every time you roll it to get outside the corner. This is so beautiful. A quick shifter to work easier with the gearbox. You can go up and down, and also a nice TFT dash, easy to work with. You have the mode button, you press it, you change between the traction control, the riding mode, and the ABS option. I have the traction control switched off. I can just press it and then I push it on. It's gravel if I want to go off-road, it's off if I want it off, and then 1, 2 and 3. This is beautiful. Check out how nice it feels on the twisties. No matter the gear, when you roll the throttle, it delivers. Oh, that's a beautiful sound. A bunch of cows are leaving the field. It's close to evening, and I'm close to finishing my batteries, but I have a different cow that I need to speak with you guys about. It's the Suzuki V-Strom 800 DE. It's a 230 kilograms machine with a twin-cylinder engine, 83 HP, 270 degrees firing order, so lots of punch, lots of feel, and lots of suspension travel, because I have large suspensions over there with 220 millimeters of travel. Let's break it down. Let's start with the engine, because the engine is the piece that you need to get along with and start to learn about, because this new engine from Suzuki is also on the JSX 8S, which delivers quite nice amount of torque, 78 Newton meters. It's not about the torque, it's about the way it feels, because it's a super friendly engine. Every time you roll the throttle, it delivers without shivering, without giving you emotions. It's the proper thing to have when it comes to on-road and off-road riding. It will get a big smile on your face, and also it will make you joyride every time. It's super easy to use it. You have a ride-by-wire throttle. You just roll the throttle, and starting from 1000 RPM to the maximum, the bike will deliver soft and gently the amount of power. No vibrations over here. You have a very nice balancing system for this twin-cylinder engine. Although everybody hates twin-cylinder engines, these ones are kind of the new era of motorcycling, and they will become more and more usable for any type of machine. Let's face it, the Suzuki has riding modes. It has traction control that can be adjusted. 5 modes for the traction control. You have the G mode for gravel. You can set it off, and you have 3 modes, 1, 2, 3. The 3 is the max intervention. You also get 3 riding modes: A, B, C. The A, it's more powerful, B, it's medium, and the C should be as comfort or for rain and slippery road use. Also, the ABS can be switched off for the rear wheel, which is quite interesting when riding off-road, because you need to break some grip over there with the rear wheel. You have some Trimax mix from Dunlop, which can handle some off-road. These are the tires that the bike comes with, and overall I have to say they made a very good job today. Let's talk about the electronics right now, because the electronics are quite important when it comes to motorcycles. You have the riding modes, the traction control, and the ABS that you can switch. You have everything on the dash. There are three lines between you can switch the traction control, the riding mode, and the ABS. It's easy to do it. You just press on. You can put B, C, and going up and down just by using these three buttons over here. Very friendly and easy to figure out. When it comes to on-road use on longer trips, the wind protection on this bike, it's quite good, considering this windshield has a large area here left and right. You can adjust it on three positions, but only by using a hex key that I think you might get with the bike underneath the seat. Let's check it out, because okay, I'll remove this now. Let's check underneath the seat. Should be a 4 hex. I have this one and the screwdriver over there. There might be some more tools, but I don't know where they are exactly. Where they are. Let's check if this one is the proper key. No, it's not. So there must be some more, because Suzuki usually puts everything where you need it. Okay, let's continue with the protection, the wind protection, because I got some buffeting at around 130 kilometers an hour, but this is mainly because I had a helmet with a beak. Otherwise, if I add up an extra windshield, everything should be nice. The fairing, the front fairing covering the large 20-liter tank, it's offering lots of protection for your knees, because you will flow the wind above your knees, and this will help you for longer trips. You also get the hand guards, which will do a very good job, but not on off-road, because these ones are plastic and you can bend them very easy. So light off-road maybe, but careful when you put the bike down. The ergonomy is quite good, considering that I have a set of handlebar risers over here in the front, which also brings the handlebar closer towards me. I can easily go off-road riding back and forth. Easy to do it, because the gas tank will allow me to go for a uphill. It's wider here in the front area, and it will deliver you the most grip that you need. And the saddle is more slimmer here in the middle. While seated, it feels neutral, it's pretty relaxed to ride, and the room for my leg is more than sufficient, although I'm a tall rider. The foot pegs offer quite a lot of foot support, because they are wider than usual, and they will not give you a hard time while riding off-road for a longer period. The saddle, it's not as plush as it seems. You have to take a break from 2 or 3 hours maximum that you can ride on this one. There's a huge list of optionals that you get with a bike. You get the bash plate over here, the protector for the engine, which is a plastic one. You get this radiator protection. You get a USB plug that you have on the front, and also most important, the quick shifter that works up and down and does a very good job. I was telling you about the suspension. The suspension are provided by Showa, fully adjustable, and you get this large travel over here of 220 millimeters of travel. You can see that you can also get it to the bottom, and there's no issue. I have to harden it a bit in order to ride it off-road. Most of the ride on road, I thought that this is mainly on-road suspension, but I was wrong, because it can handle some enduro. It's pretty plush on-road, off-road, but you don't give that dive when you brake hard at the corner entry, when you have a slower U-turn that you need to take. You will get the feedback of a usual suspension, so this is quite nice to feel. The engine sound is also superb. It has a 270 firing order, and this makes it sound like a V-twin. Let's hear the engine. Sounds very good. On the braking side, you have twin discs for the front, which will offer you quite a big amount of braking, of stopping power. Otherwise, the feeling that I get from the ABS is not my favorite, because the intervention, it's quite, as soon as I hit the brakes a bit harder, it will kick in for the front. Nothing that I dislike, but the theme, the color theme, it's another thing that I want to speak about. It's superb. The matte finish on the blue and the yellow, which is glossy. It looks just like the ones on the Dakar DR Big that Suzuki used to ride back in the days. Overall, this bike costs close to 11,000 euros in Romania, and I have to give it to Suzuki. The new V-Strom, it's a whole different story, a whole different world, and it got me pretty amazed by the performance and by the abilities that this bike has. So if you want to schedule a test ride, you should do it, because this one, it's a bike to have. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. See you guys.